For my final capstone, I've chosen to look at an area of China in the Tibetan Plateau, specifically the glaciers in the Himalayan mountains. This area has been nicknamed the world's third pole, as upwards of 37,000 glaciers can be found there. According to research, the air temperature in this region is rising faster than anywhere else on Earth, at up to 0.3 degrees Celsius annually. This melt is affecting Tibetans as the land is changing as a result of the glaciers melting and the temperature increase. What used to be wetlands and permafrost is now dry and warm. This change in climate is not only affecting the people, but wildlife native to the area, like the snow leopard, yak, and Tibetan wolf. We've previously discussed rivers drying up in China. The melt from the Tibetan glaciers provide a large portion of the waters that flow into the Yangtze, Yellow, and Mekong rivers that flow through China. Forecasts show that if we continue with the business-as-usual model and global temperatures increase up to 4 degrees Celsius, mass melting will occur with glaciers globally. The impact of this melting in the Tibetan Plateau could be catastrophic. Glacial lakes could overflow, causing massive flooding in the plains. This water would then flow downstream and flood the Yangtze and Yellow rivers, causing millions or possibly billions in damage and loss of life. Once the flooding stops and there's no additional glacial melt, the waters that supplied the rivers that flow through China, India, and Pakistan would dry. Multiple sources state that even if carbon emissions are lowered, at least 1/3 of the Himalayan glaciers will be melted by 2050. Floods are expected to increase as a result of increased precipitation in the area. Floods in the mountainous regions lead to landslides. Thus, climate change may forever change the Himalayas and make it impossible for people to thrive there any longer. The IPCC also reported that high mercury levels have been found downstream from melting glaciers. The health risk is high as billions of people depend on these waters. This has been known for the past 40 years, but as the rate of melt water accelerates, the threat to human health has increased. China has made a pledge to be carbon neutral by 2060. However, carbon emissions will continue to increase until 2030 and recede thereafter. China is now leading in the use of renewable energy, employing solar panels and wind turbines faster than any other nation. One article forecasted that China's need for solar panels increases, and they also produce these, that the rapid production of the panels would drive down the cost, making solar panels an affordable option for more people. There's a lot that can happen in 40 years, but hopefully with these plans in place, we can preserve the beauty of the Himalayas for many more generations.